Magandang araw. Welcome to Calculus 1. Ang i-discuss natin dito is all about differential calculus. So, hindi na natin patatagalin, sisimulan na natin agad ang ating discussion. Ang unang topic natin ay functions, which I presumed ay naibahagi na sa inyo nung kayo ay senior high school sa general mathematics na subject. Dahil dyan, tayo muna ay magkakaroon ng kaunting pagbabalik tanaw sa mga na-discuss sa inyo noon. So, let's start with the definition. So, ano nga ba ang function? So, babasahin ko muna ang formal na definition ng function. Sabi dito, a function f is a rule such that one variable, say x, determines the value of another variable, say y, such that for every value of x, there is one value of y. So, this is usually expressed as y f of x. So, that's read as y is equal to a function of x. Sa madaling sabi, ano nga ba itong sinasabi nitong formal definition na to? So, ang function ay actually relation. So, ano ulit yung relation? So, ang relation is a set of ordered pairs. So, if I have here, say, 1, 2, 2, 3, I have here 3, 4, as a set of ordered pairs. So, ang sabi kasi dito, ito lang titingnan natin, that such that for every value of x, there is one value of y. So, meaning, no first elements are the same. So, sa madaling sabi, titingnan lang natin yung first elements which is represented by our abscissa. So, remember, ang ordinate natin ay merong abscissa at merong ordinate. So, titingnan lang natin ay yung abscissa. Dapat daw magkakaiba para ang relation ma-consider natin as function. So, yun lang ang ibig sabihin niyan. So, ito ay binubuo ng f which represents the rule, one variable x which is usually our also known as the independent variable, and another variable y which is actually the dependent variable. So, ito ay maihahalin tulad natin sa isang machine. So, sa isang machine, meron tayong set of inputs, meron tayong process, at meron tayong set of outputs. And by the way, shout out ko lang tong si paring James Stewart. So, galing sa kanya itong photo or yung image na yan sa kanyang libro. So, anong tawag dito sa set of inputs? So, meron tayong special name for that. That is domain. And that f which is the rule, which input determines one and only one output. And a set of outputs which is called the range. We will talk about this range and domain sa next lesson natin. So, pag-usapan natin yung mga bagay na yan or kung paano tayo kukuha ng set of independent variables, paano natin siya makukuha. So, discuss natin yon by next session. So, now, paano ba natin muna nire-represent ang functions? So, meron tayong ways on how are we going to represent a function. So, first, verbally. So, from the word, description of words lang, maiintindihan na natin kung ano yung sinasabi. So, example, the area of a triangle is half the product of its base and its height. So, meaning to say, kung meron akong given na triangle, meron akong base at meron akong height, para daw makuha ko yung area, kukunin ko lang ang product ng base at saka ng height and then i-divide ko by 2. So, by the description of words, nalaman ko na kung paano kunin ang area. Also, by description of words, I can identify the sides of a right triangle. So, sabihin natin ito ay K, that represents the hypotenuse of the right triangle. Sabi ng Pythagorean theorem, ang square down ng K, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two legs, which is the B and the H. So, by words, nalaman ko na kung ano ang interrelationship ng sides ng isang right triangle. Second, numerically. So, sa numerically, gagamit ako ng table of values. So, meron ako ditong example, which is the revised withholding income tax table. So, na-implement noong 2018. So sabi dito, lahat ng mga kumikita annually ng 250 and below, libre sa tax. So walang babayarang tax kapag mas mababa or equal sa 250,000 annually ang income. So what if ang kinikita ng family ay say to 310,000 annually? So as you can see sa table natin, from 250 to 400,000, which is 310 belongs, ang tax mo daw ay 20% in excess of 250,000. So meaning to say, para makuha ko yung tax rate ko, if this is my earning, susubtract ko lang yung 250, that is equal to 60,000. So that 60,000 ang imumultiply ko sa 20%. So that is, multiply ko by 0.2. So ang babayaran ko ay 12,000. So let me double check using the calculator. So this is 310 minus 250. Imumultiply natin sa 0.2, which is 20%. So that is 12,000. So meron akong babayarang 12,000 if I am earning 310,000. So what if ang kinikita ng family ay 650,000? So 650,000, that's in this part ng table, so which is 400,000 to 800,000. So ang sabi dito, di mano, meron ka na kaagad babayaran na 30,000. So ang tax rate mo daw is 30,000, 30K, plus 25% in excess over 400,000. So ibig sabihin, yung 650,000 na kinikita, ima-minus dun sa 400K, and then imumultiply natin sa 25%, which is 0.25. So, ano lang natin yan, that's 30K plus 650 minus 400,000, imumultiply natin sa 0.25%. And the answer is 92.5K. So, meaning to say, ang babayarang tax annually is 92,500 kung ang kinikita ay 650,000 annually. So this is the amount to be paid sa Bureau of Internal Revenue sa loob ng isang taon. So that is our revised withholding income tax table. So with this table, nalaman na natin kung paano ang computation ng tax ng isang empleyado or ng isang mamamayang Pilipino na employed. So, punta tayo sa ikatlo. So, ang ikatlo ay visually. So, visually, gamit ang graph. So, isang example natin dito. So, it's very clear there na sa isang graph na yan, nakita natin kung ano yung behavior ng function. So, ang example, tingnan mo. Makikita na natin ang corresponding value ng y kung negative 2. So, if x is negative 2, the corresponding value is negative 2. Pag negative 1, ang value ay, say, negative 1.05. So, approximately. So, if x is 0, the value is negative 2. If x is 2, the value is also negative 2. So, from there, by just merely looking on the graph, nakita ko na yung behavior niya. So, lastly, algebraically. So, this is by an equation. So, ang example dito is the volume of a cube is expressed by an algebraic formula V is equal to S cubed. So, ibig sabihin, para makuha ko pala ang volume ng cube, kailangan ko lang alamin yung edge or yung side niya. So, which is the cube of that edge. So, meaning to say, kung meron akong cube, if the edge is 3 units, therefore, the volume is equal to 3 cubed, which is 27 cubic units. So that is how we get the volume of a cube gamit ang formula or gamit ang isang equation. So to further understand a function, we can also identify whether or not a relation is a function. So paano? Gamit ang ating sharingan or gamit ang ating mata, gagamitan lang natin siya ng isang vertical line test. So paano natin or paano ba nag-work ang vertical line test? Sabi ng principle, no vertical line intersects the graph more than once. So, ibig sabihin nun, dapat daw yung graph mo magta-touch lamang ng isang beses sa vertical line para makonsidered siya as function. So, halimbawa, kung ang graph ko ay itong S at nag-draw ako ng vertical line, so it's obvious na nag-touch yung S ng 3 beses sa vertical line. So, therefore, such graph is not a function. Kasi dapat daw isang beses lang. So, anong naging explanation yan? So, from the definition itself, of course, ng isang function, di ba, ang sabi natin, dapat daw no first two elements ay magkaparehas or no two first elements must be the same. So, kung meron akong 2, 5 at saka 2, 3, so pag na-graph ko yan, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 2, 3, ito yun. And I have here 2, 5. Ito yun. So, if we form this line, at these points, these 2 points, if we join these 2 points, makaka-form tayo ng vertical line. And obviously, hindi siya function as per definition kasi nag-touch siya ng 2 points sa ating vertical line. So, yun yung pinagmula ng vertical line test. Of course, galing lang siya sa definition. So, I have here an equation, x is equal to y squared minus 4y plus 1. So, obviously, using this vertical line test, this is not a function kasi nag-touch siya ng 2 points dun sa ating vertical line. So, but if we dig deeper, so kung titingnan natin ito, so since, if I am to draw here, say, a horizontal line. So, this is the line of symmetry. So, what lies here above that line, horizontal line, lies also exactly the same, but there's a mirror image with that particular line. So, paano ba natin makukuha yun? So, paano kung kunin ko lang yung upper portion? Paano kung kunin ko lang yung lower portion? So, makikita natin, ito lang yung graph, ito lang yung graph, pag pinaghiwalay natin. So, pag nag-draw tayo ng line, it is now considered a function. So, paano natin siya magagawa? Pwede natin isolve yung y in terms of x. Kasi ang given ng equation natin, x as a function of y. So, ang given, x as a function of y. So, ang target natin, kukunin natin yung y as a function of x. So, paano natin yung gagawin? So, i-rearrange lang natin. So, itatranspose ko yung positive 1 sa kaliwa and then, magiging x minus 1 kasi yung positive transpose sa kaliwa, this becomes y squared minus 4y. Symmetric property, y squared minus 4y is equal to x minus 1. To be able to solve for the value of y, kailangan muna nating completing the square. So, how do we do completing the square? Di-divide lang natin ito by 2, and then the answer must be raised to the second power. And that must be added on both sides of the equation. So, magkakaroon ako dito ng y minus 2 is equal to x plus 3. This is y minus 2 raised to the second power, because you need to factor that out. So, using extracting the roots, y minus 2 is equal to plus minus square root of x plus 3. So, in that case, there are two values of y. 2 plus minus square root of x plus 3. Wherein, if we transpose that negative 2 on the right side, magiging positive 2. So, there are two values. One is y equal to 2 plus square root of x plus 3. which is the graph. Its graph is ito, yung upper portion ng ating line of symmetry kanina. And the other one, y is equal to 2, yung minus naman. Square root of x plus 3. And that is the graph of that particular function. So, kung titingnan natin, pag nag-vertical line test, isa na lang yung magta-touch dun sa ating vertical line. So, let's proceed with the next, which is the greatest integer function. So, ang sabi dito, the greatest integer function is the function whose domain is a set of all real numbers. So, let's say the domain D is X is a set of all real numbers whose range, let's say R, Y is a set of all integers. So, meaning to say, sa madalit sabi, ang ating output ay laging integer. So, pwedeng positive, pwedeng negative, at pwede ring zero na integers lamang. So, ang sabi dito, yung function daw na greatest integer function can be expressed as f of x is equal to square bracket, inside is x. The value of that function is the integer on the left side of the number line. What does that imply? So, kung titingnan natin itong table from negative 3 to negative 2, so remember sa ating interval notation kapag square bracket including pagka parenthesis excluding. So, negative 3 to negative 2, that's excluding negative 2, the value is negative 3. Negative 2, negative 1, the value is negative 2. So, you always look on the left side ng ating interval notation. So, meaning to say, if given that f of x, close bracket x, f of 2.1, so where is that 2.1? It's in between 2 and 3. So, ikutingnan lang natin yung nasa left side. The value is 2. Even if I have here 2.88. So, di ba pag ni-round off natin yan, ang value ay 3. But since 2.88 is also in between 2 and 3, titingnan lang natin yung nasa left side. So, that is also equal to positive 2. What if f of negative 6.8? So, negative 6.8 ay nakabilang sa negative 7, 6. Negative 6, I mean. So, the value is therefore equal to negative 7. So, kung titingnan natin, titingnan lang natin lagi yung nasa left side ng ating interval notation. So, here's the graph of that greatest integer function. So, that's all for today's session muna. And then, I will be discussing domain and range in the next session.